Hi guys, welcome to Primary Maths. In this video we'll be looking at adding numbers. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So here I've got a few examples written down. To start off, we're going to have a look at adding with one-digit numbers. So my first example here is 1 plus 4. As you can see, I've drawn a number line from 0 to 10 and drawn a box around 1. So the first thing you have to remember when adding with a number line is that you have to always go to the right. So now I'm going to add 4 to this one. So I'm going to jump 4 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So my answer is 5. Now let's move on to the next example. So I have 3 plus 5. And again, I've drawn a number line and drawn a box around 3. You have to jump 5 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And as you can see, my answer is 8. So here our final example is 7 plus 6. And again, I've drawn a number line and we have to always jump to the right. So 6 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we've got the answer as 13. Now, adding with one-digit numbers is supposed to be done mentally, but here I've drawn it in a number line as it's easy to visualize for beginners. So now let's move on to adding with two-digit numbers. So my first example here is 70 plus 6. To do this, we're going to do it in column method. So you write 70, add, and then you write the 6 directly under the units number, which in this case is 0. And now you have to always start from the right when adding in column method. So you do 0 plus 6, which is 6. And then because there is no number under the 7, you simply write down the 7. So the answer is 76. Now let's move on to the next question. So we have 63 plus 21. So you write 63, add, and then you write the 2 under the tens column, and then the 1 under the units column. And again, you start from the right, and you do 3 plus 1 first, which is 4, and then 6 plus 2, which is 8. So you get your answer as 84. Now let's move on to the next question. So we have 79, add 39. So you write 79, add, and then you write the 3 under the tens column and the 9 under the units column. And you start from the right and do 9 plus 9 first, which is 18. So now you only write the 8 here and you carry the 1 over into the tens column. So now that section is 1 plus 7 plus 3. So 1 plus 7 is 8 and 8 plus 3 is 11. So you write 11 in front of the 8. So the answer is 118. So as you can see, the first two questions were fairly easy, but when you get slightly more challenging questions like the third one, you have to always remember to carry the second number over. Now let's move on to adding with three-digit numbers. So if you want to have a go at the question, you can pause the video and have a go. If not, just carry on watching. So the first example I have here is 360 add 7. So like we did previously, we still use column method and you still start from the right and you carry on adding. So you write 360, add, and then you write the 7 under the units column, so underneath the 0. So you start from the right and you do 0 plus 7 first, which is 7. And then you simply write down the 6 because there's nothing underneath it to add. And you do the same with the 3. So the answer is 367. So this was a fairly straightforward question. Now let's move on to the next question. So we have 362, add 9. So you write 362, add, and then you write the 9 under the units column. So you start from the right, do 2 plus 9 first, which is 11. So you write the 1 in the units column first, and the 1 in the tens column, you carry it over to the 6. So now it's 6 plus 1, which is 7, and then you simply write down this 3. So the main thing to do is to write it down so that you don't forget to add the 1. So the answer is 371. So let's move on to the next question. So we have 250, add, and then you write the 3 under the tens column and the 2 under the units column. And again, you start from the right all the time. So you do 0 plus 2 first, which is 2. And then you do 5 plus 3, which is 8. And then because there's nothing underneath the 2, you simply write down the 2. So the answer is 282. So for the next few questions, you can pause the video and have a quick go. I've sped up the video so that it shows you how to do it so that you can check your work after you've done them. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please comment below.